Hey, today I'm talking about 3 live-action 1990s Jungle Book films. And the names of those 3 movies are The Jungle Book, The Jungle Book Mowgli Story, and the second Jungle Book, Mowgli and Baloo. First up is The Jungle Book, 1994. This stars Jason Scott Lee, and it also features Carrie Ellis, Lena Headey, Sam Neill, John Cleese. Like, what? What is this freaking cast? That is amazing. And honestly, the movie is great. It is so good. It's a bit different than all the other ones where Mowgli does get taken away into the wilderness as a child, but the story focuses on him as an adult and trying to like integrate into man's society. And it's really good. Like, Carrie Ellis is this perfect villain because he's so smooth and charming and he knows what he wants, which is Lena Headey, but then also like money's pretty tight. And Sam Neill just wants to be a good dad, but he's in charge of some army stuff, so he's getting distracted by that. And Lena Headey and John Cleese are like, yo, this guy is really cool, we should teach him things. And then they do, and it's great. It was so much fun. It had really good production value. Well, okay, it was a mix of good and bad production value. They did actually go to India. I watched a behind the scenes featurette, and like, they did do a lot of sets, but like a lot of sets set in India were made by Indian production people. So like, there is a level of authenticity to this, which like, oh my god, that's awesome. The director had so much passion behind this project. The scenes where it didn't look as good are when they came back to America and filmed in like, oh shoot, what was it, Tennessee and one of the Carolinas. They did some jungle stuff there. They brought in like some fake plants and like, that stuff didn't look as good. I understand why they needed to, because like there's not as much rivers and waterfalls and stuff in Indian jungles, so like they needed to fake that. Just like a little bit more money there would have gone a long ways. But honestly, that really didn't take the movie down all that much. Like, I really enjoyed myself. The cast was great. The story was really interesting. The places they went were really interesting. The action was good. The special effects were good. Mowgli's hot. Damn. So that in and of itself is enough reason to give it a watch. But like, everything from top to bottom is pretty much great. So like, yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed this film and would wholeheartedly recommend it. Next up is The Jungle Book, Mowgli Story. This is a 1998 film starring Johnny Tsunami himself, as well as a bunch of other actors that you would recognize. Like, it has a surprisingly great voice cast. This is the only one of the 3 where like all the animals talk, and that definitely added to my enjoyment of the movie. This one's about like Mowgli getting hunted by the snake, basically. I mean, there's a guy with the snake, but yeah. And it's fine. I put it in the liked category, so it's kind of middle of the road. That is a bit generous, just because I like wasn't really into it, but I did appreciate the movie. Like, I really appreciated the voice cast. I think everyone really gave it their best. Like, yeah, it's a kids movie, but like, they didn't ham it up and they didn't phone it in. It's like, it was just very clear, like, I'm not the target audience for this. I can watch movies where I'm not the target audience and enjoy them. It definitely happened, but this is just a little too far removed for me. But I think if there was one that you're gonna show kids, this is the one to show a 10-year-old boy. Like, they're gonna love this a lot. It's a lot of fun. I think they're really gonna catch Mowgli. They're gonna have a lot of fun with the animals. And like, as an adult, if it's on as like background noise, I think that's kind of the best way to enjoy it. Sitting down and just like giving it your full attention is a bit difficult as an adult, but a kid would have no problem with that. So yeah, it's not great, but it's definitely not the worst one of these by a long shot. So yeah, no, I liked it and I would cautiously recommend it. And lastly is the second Jungle Book, Mowgli and Baloo. I have kind of completely forgotten everything about this movie because it's not good. It really isn't good. I watched it just a couple days ago and I'm already like, it's just out of my brain. Cause like, it is hardcore a kid's movie and it was just like, I could not care about it. And like, the production's not great. Mowgli's a silent protagonist and I just couldn't connect to him or give a shit about him. There's a cast of adult characters that are there to like have conversations and facilitate the plot and whatnot, but like hated all of them. Every time the animals were on screen, I'm just like, this really feels like there's some animal cruelty going on. I don't know, man. I struggled so hard with this. Yeah, no, I purged it from my brain. So yes, I did not care for this movie, and I would not recommend it. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got The Jungle Book 1994, sitting at number 36 in the really like section. And then after that is The Jungle Book Mowgli story, sitting at number 103 in the liked section. And then bringing up the rear, rightfully so, is the second Jungle Book, Mowgli and Baloo, sitting at number 126 in the didn't like section. This is a total of 132 old movies so far this year.